Hey, hey everybody, this is John from Raven Guitars. And today on Guitar Talk, we're going to talk about building guitars. Most people, they go to a music store, they buy a guitar that's on the shelf, they take it home, they play it. Sometimes they're happy with them, sometimes they're not. A lot of times the problem with their guitar and the reason they don't like it is it hasn't been set up properly. But what I want to talk about today is building electric guitars. So you have a lot of different ways to have an electric guitar. You can go to the guitar store and buy one. You can build one, and there's a lot of different ways you can build one. You can build one from scratch, which is what I do. We build custom built guitars here. Or you could buy a kit and build that. You can make parts casters, which is buying different parts and putting them together to build a guitar. You can buy a guitar from a pawn shop, upgrade it, modify it. There's all kinds of things you can do. But the most important part of all of it is that you have a good quality neck. Bodies can be made out of just about anything, but a neck is the most critical part of your guitar. It needs to be straight. It needs to have a good fingerboard because that's where the sound's made. It needs to be fretted well. It needs to be set up correctly. And people will try different guitars, or they'll buy a guitar. You'll find them in yard sales. You'll find them in pawn shops. Somebody bought a guitar. They didn't like it. They didn't like to play it. They found it difficult to play. They couldn't keep it in tune. And all of those things are easily resolved technical issues that you can take care of. But let's talk about what it takes to build a guitar. You need a good solid foundation, which comes from your neck. Needs to have an adjustable neck. And what an adjustable neck is it has a truss rod in it, which is a steel rod. I use two-way truss rods in my guitars, which means you can adjust the neck to bow this way, or you can adjust it to bow this way. And what you're doing is when you put the strings on your guitar, it pulls the neck. And what you have to do is you have to be able to compensate for that to get the neck back straight, so it's sitting flat. Now, how the neck's attached to your guitar is pretty much a personal choice. There's three basic ways that they're done with electric guitars. You have what's called a through neck, which means the neck and the center portion of the body are all one piece. You have a set neck, which is where the neck is glued into the body, can't be removed. Well, it can be removed, but it's glued in place. So once you've got to make sure it's all good and straight and everything's lined up correctly before you glue and clamp it. And then your other option is a bolt-on neck. Bolt-on necks are easy to change. As long as the heel fits properly into the neck pocket, you can pretty much put any kind of neck on the guitar that you make or buy. Necks come in scale lengths. So you have the distance from the nut to the 12th fret has to be equal to the distance from the 12th fret to the saddles in your bridge. It's critical. If it's off, your guitar won't intonate, which means that the tone or the note it produces with an open string should match at one octave higher when you press the string at the 12th fret. And you can do things like adjust your saddles to adjust it in to intonate so that they do match exactly. But if that link distance from the nut to the 12th fret and the 12th fret to the bridge are not the same, you'll never get the guitar to intonate. Intonation only works with electric guitars. Acoustic guitars have a fixed bridge, The saddles aren't adjustable. There's no way to adjust the length of the string or the pitch of the string. All you can do is adjust the height on some of them. So electric guitars give you some flexibility that's important in building a guitar and playing a guitar. And once you get everything lined out and put together, then you've got a guitar that you'll enjoy playing. If you're going to build a guitar, your options are you can buy a neck and you can buy a body, and you can put them together, and then you can buy all of your electronics and hardware separately. A great source for that is Musically. They have great parts. They have a Pro Series Fender Stratocaster style and Telecaster style necks and bodies. Good quality woods. They carry every part you need for your guitar. Bridges, fret wire, nuts, bridges, tuners, various styles of tuners, locking tuners, closed tuners, precision tuners. It's pretty much up to what you want to build. But when it comes back down to the basics of that guitar, the neck is everything. So make sure that if you're going to build a guitar, the neck is straight, it's not warped, that you have a good soundboard on it, and that the frets are in good shape, and that they're crowned properly, and you're on your way to building a guitar. So I'll see you next time on Guitar Talk.